By early December 1944, the Allied command was confident, almost complacent. Maps and headquarters showed German units retreating everywhere. Fuel shortages, manpower losses, and constant Allied pressure had convinced senior commanders that the Wehrmacht was no longer capable of mounting a major offensive. Christmas leave was already being discussed. Some officers were planning post-war careers. But General George S. Patton was not celebrating. From his headquarters, Patton studied the war differently. He didn't just look at numbers. He looked at patterns, historical, psychological, and strategic, and what he saw deeply disturbed him. His chief intelligence officer, Colonel Oscar Koch, began noticing anomalies in late November. German radio traffic had gone strangely quiet. Entire elite units, most notably the 6th SS Panzer Army, had seemingly vanished from Allied intelligence reports. Reconnaissance flights detected unusual nighttime movements, but no clear explanation followed. To most analysts, this silence meant collapse. To Patton, it meant preparation. He had seen this before. In 1940, the Germans had used the Ardennes forest, the same dense, rugged terrain, to launch a surprise attack against France. Allied planners back then had dismissed the area as unsuitable for large armored operations. The result had been catastrophic. Patton believed history was about to repeat itself. He argued that the Ardennes was the perfect place for a desperate German gamble. It was lightly defended by inexperienced American units. The terrain limited visibility. Winter weather would ground Allied air power, the Allies' greatest advantage. And above all, it was exactly where the enemy would strike if they wanted surprise. Patton didn't keep these thoughts to himself. On December 1st, then again on the 9th, the 12th, and the 14th, he warned his superiors. He sent messages up the chain of command, cautioning that the Germans were concentrating forces for a major counteroffensive. He insisted the attack would come through the Ardennes. The response was dismissive. Some officers believed Patton was overreacting. Others thought he was seeing threats simply because he expected them. A few even suggested his aggressive personality made him prone to paranoia. After all, the intelligence estimates were clear. Germany didn't have the fuel, the manpower, or the time. But Patton asked a different question. What would Hitler do? Patton understood dictators. He understood pride, desperation, and irrational decisions driven by ego rather than logic. From Patton's perspective, Hitler wasn't thinking like an accountant. He was thinking like a gambler who had already lost everything. And gamblers make one last, reckless bet. While Allied headquarters debated statistics, Patton made a quiet decision of his own. If the attack came, and he was convinced it would, he would not be caught unprepared. Without waiting for approval, he ordered his staff to begin drafting emergency plans. Plans that assumed the impossible was about to happen. Plans that assumed everyone else was wrong. And plans that would soon change the course of the war.